A long time ago, there was a YouTube channel that made mediocre content that nobody watched. Then all of a sudden, the channel went dark, leaving its loyal 7 subscribers wondering if it would ever return. Then one day, it did. Hello there, a long time no see. It's been a while since I've done a YouTube video, but I thought that I'd blow the dust off the mic and put one together for you. It's going to be on the Ninjago area, where I've added a temple, a new Ninjago mock that I got instructions for off of Rebrickable. You know, it's pretty much the same size as what Ninjago City and the gardens really are like, and so we'll take a look at that later. And with that mock, there was obviously a reshuffle round of the set, so I'll just go over the layout again. If this is your first time seeing the channel and you like what you see, don't forget to hit that like button and think about subscribing, because who knows, maybe I'll do another video in the near future. But now let's take a look at the Ninjago area. So before we get started on the video, do you remember that mock I was telling you about? Well, this is half of it on the floor. I don't know really what happened. I was picking it up off the floor and it just kind of disintegrated in my hands. And this is the kind of state it's in a minute. I tried to put it back as best as I could, but I need the instructions just so I know how it properly goes back together before I put it on. So I'm just going to do that now before I show you what's going on in the Ninjago area. So now that's all sorted and back in its place, we'll get back to the video, and I'm going to start with this temple that I've built. So the temple is kind of just a continuation of the Temple of Air Jitsu. Obviously I took away the statue and the water part from outside the temple, so I needed a place for that, and I thought that down here where I had some space, that would be a perfect place for it. I've gone with the same kind of colour schemes, the red, the black and the pearl gold. Yeah, I just kind of had this space here where it was maybe too small to get a building in, but also a bit too big to leave as nothing. So yeah, I had the idea to do a temple. Looked around online for some ideas and came up with this. Happy with how that came out. I think it really has that Ninjago feel, and yeah, it just looks really good there. I just love how it's away on its own little island, and the minifigures can come along away from the hustle and bustle of the city and just come to the peaceful temple and just become one with their thoughts, you know, get that real zen feeling about it. And here we have our new Ninjago City mock, which I'm absolutely over the moon with. I think it just looks absolutely incredible. It's got a perfect Ninjago City feel, and it just blends in with the other official Ninjago sets perfectly. So I got the instructions off of Rebrickable. I think they cost me about £12. It's something like 4,000 parts. Obviously I had to make some colour substitutions as I was trying to use most of my parts from my inventory, and I think I've done a pretty good job. As you can see down here, this purple that's medium lavender, that was originally, I think it was a medium blue, but I just substituted it for the purple, and it goes still perfectly well. And just a few other places I changed a few parts up, yeah, just a few colour swaps, but as it's not an official Ninjago set, I wasn't too bothered about the colour changes. Obviously I wanted to keep it as close to the designer's idea as possible, which I have done, but changing a few things didn't really matter too much, and it's just come out and I'm really happy with how it has come out. So I've managed to take the top off so we can have a look inside the shops. This is the tea shop. As you can see, you've got the shelving with all the different teas and coffees and stuff there. Got a little teacup sign on the wall. Then in the other side, the bar. I think there's some seating area in there. Decoration on the wall with the golden goblets. Then you've got the bar with the taps there for the drinks and stuff. Yeah, really happy with how well detailed the interiors of this were as well, you know. Okay, top is back on with no problem. Didn't drop it this time, which is good. So yeah, and also if I just take this off, I think I can get another, because if I come around here you can see this ladder going up. I think I could get another small room on top of this build, which would bring it more in line. If I come back here, as you can see, it's just slightly smaller than the city and the gardens. So I would like to put a little bit more height on that, and that would look really good. So yeah, let me know what you think to the mock down in the comments. Like I said, I'm a really big fan of it. As soon as I saw it on Rebrickable, I thought, oh, I want that. That looks so good, and it adds to the rest of the Ninjago City just perfectly. Really love how that looks. So before, Ninjago City Gardens was where this mock was, but because of how this is built, that was the only place it could go. It couldn't go, so I've had to move the Ninjago Gardens over there because that one couldn't go there because it didn't line up with Ninjago City. So that the mock's there. We've got the little temple from Ninjago City Gardens between that and the docks, and we've got that continuation of the upper level that I showed in a previous video. So the docks, then we've got Ninjago City, and then the new Ninjago City Gardens is now there. So that's the layout, and that's how the layout is going to stay, because that just looks really good along there. I was actually I'm not going to say that's how it's going to stay, because I did have a thought about changing it up again, but I'll see how this goes for the time being. See how I can carry on with the inside, because that is the problem area now. As you can see at the minute, I've got this Monkey Kid set, which my wife really wants there. Lizzie really wants this to go there, and she was talking about raising it up high, but obviously that's going to be a lot of work, having to order a lot of bricks and stuff, and I just wanted to continue with more Ninjago City builds. Also, I think that it comes out a little bit too far from the wall, because I wanted some space in the water area to have the bonsai tree. My plan was to have it about there and have water all around that, so it's a kind of center focal point of the whole area. But obviously they just blend into each other if that stays there, so I'm not too sure about that. We'll have to wait and see. As you're probably well aware, the Ninjago City sets, they come on this light trans blue tile as the water, which looks fantastic, but they are very expensive. So what I had been doing was using the dark blue trans tiles for everything else around those sets. And seeing as we parted out Ninjago City, we used those on that build. Obviously they're a lot cheaper. I think, you know, especially because they were on the pick-a-brick wall at the Lego stores, so I had a lot in my storage. As you can see, I've done it in this Ninjago area. I've done it in the middle of the pirate roller coaster, and I've also done it around the Disney castle as a sort of moat. But I had run out of those tiles and I was going to order some more. I even was contemplating switching out the light blue trans on the other sets just so it all matched. But thankfully I was able to get my hands on a load of the light blue trans tiles. So I'm going to take out all the dark ones, swap them for the light blue, and as well on the mock where it's dark blue and Ninjago City where it's dark blue, I'm going to switch that out for the light blue trans so it all matches and looks fantastic. So do all the water area, and I want to tidy up this center area. Those are my main jobs. I'm really happy with Ninjago City buildings going all around there. I think they look fantastic. It's just a sight to behold really when you just step back and look at all of it. The camera doesn't do it justice, but yeah, they look fantastic. So yeah, very happy with what's been done, but still plenty to do. That's it for this update. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you did in the comments, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video that will not be too far away. Thanks for watching. See ya.